moving amongst terrors, nightmares, cruel, dead and demons, that you're just a bag of flesh to them, to be torn, tortured, agonized through a nervous system, your mind splintered to pieces. Well, it took me years to gather my shit, from the terror, from the fear, from adaptation to all this, and I'm grateful for my resilience in a state of complete exhaustion that I didn't fucking finish myself off back then, 18 years ago, when I first experienced these anomalies. Now, somewhere out there, right now, there are individuals, men and women, individuals, who are torn to shreds, whose minds are destroyed, who are crawling in the corners of the room terrorized and wanting it all to end. Now, I have plenty of compassion for them because I know and remember what it was like. I have no compassion for the swine that normalized the mockery and the very inhumane, indifferent cruelty, even humor that they develop from such people. Too much horrors and so on. So, let it be known that every individual, every man and woman that thinks that in their biological cocoons in their minds they're safe, I assure you that there are things that can shrapnelize your safety and make you feel like whining, beaten rats, full of terror, full of fear. They can break a big bulky man into a little rat that squeals for help, hearing that the devil is everywhere. They can destroy any toughness of the mind, like that, and make you terrorized to hell and back. You can see the stuff of horrors. You may survive it, but if your mind goes, your resilience goes, or your toughness goes, you're terrorized like a little pig, squealing for mercy that it will stop. One day, sooner or later, maybe by self-inflicted harm or other things. So, this is not an self-boast or a fair boast. This is an appeal to be more sensitive to such people instead of wrecking and destroying them even more with your bullshit normalization of cruelty, indifference and crap. Why so? You may say that you may live your lives in ignorance, never encountering such experiences, but then you drop dead. You lose the shell of your body, your carnality. And then your tiny little solid in mind encounters all those forces. And what do? Do you beg your Jewish God for help? It won't help you. Your Jew Jesus, it won't. You either survive the occult machinery and you like on a string, like a puppet dolly of terror, fear, fragility, anxiety. So sometimes it's better to prepare yourselves during your lives to encounter this terror. And people who lived through it through years and adapted, build up their toughness and resilience, tend to respect those forces. They don't mock them away. Because if they push their safety too far, their comfort too far, with the demonic realities, they're finished. And they know that. So be gentle, kind to strangers. And try to think that while you are living your first world life of comfort, there are people that not only go through hell in less endowed, privileged places, but also people in the first world countries that go through terrible hell of supernatural origins that are destroyed. While you complain about your bullshit. Well, we'll meet at Sharp's blade point of death. Death is the tyrant's tyrant. And then in the mirrors of hells and the dead, you'll see what you're made of. Because sometimes it's engineered for you to live in ignorance. Hail the gods and goddesses.